everyone. It's just us, the guys, the fellas, the dudes. Come down on spaceships and talk about stuff.
Yeah, here we are. Every couple weeks, we decide to...
Every day.
What?
We upload every day. It's a daily podcast.
Yeah, we're just uploading really slow. We record every day. So
yeah, we have like a huge backlog of podcasts. We just spread them out. So right now, it's actually probably like, what, 2 months ago?
Yes.
This was recorded 2 months ago.
Yeah, we're so ahead of the game. You guys are going to have videos until like 2030.
You're going to get so fucking tired.
There's so much content.
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk about video games again? We travel up in these spaceships. We decide to go on spaceships and go to a different planet so we can talk about video games together.
Yes. Yeah, it all makes sense. Yeah, we by the way, we will be on Spotify soon. I swear to you. I have it laid out. I just have to like sit down and set everything up and like upload all the episodes and shit. But we'll be on there soon.
I'm pretty sure we promised that like 3 months ago.
Yeah, we're really good at like, being fast at things,
Just do it.
Uploading on time. Like we're on top of it all the time.
Same thing with my channel though. Whenever there's like a popular movie that I want to review, I'm like, oh, I would love to talk about this. I wait like 4 months and then I put my video out and no one gives a shit anymore.
Dude, see that's why I'm happy that I don't always do newer movies.
Yeah.
Because dude, I hate like having a time crunch on reviewing something.
Yeah, me too. It's terrible.
It kind of like sucks the fun out of it almost.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the same thing when you get a sponsor and they're like, hey, you have to have it done on this day. Yeah. But anyway, Gamescom happened. You didn't see any of it, did you?
No, I didn't, but I'm eager to learn.
Dune is coming out with an MMO.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, you heard? Okay.
If it was posted on Twitter, then I definitely know about it, which was probably most...
Oh, it's true. I'm not on Twitter anymore. I almost forgot that people post shit on Twitter. Oh, my God.
Yeah. It looks cool.
So you probably have seen it.
Yeah, it looks cool. I'm just not too keen on MMOs, really. Like, it's not my thing.
I think it's going to suck. And the reason I say that is every new MMO has sucked. I think Lost Ark, I think that one was okay. But I don't know. I feel like every MMO tends to suck.
I just don't like MMOs. They're too grindy. You have to commit too much time.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I don't like them. It's just that thing. Like, you have to literally invest. You really have to put your life into it if you want to enjoy an MMO. And like, I don't got time for that. I mean, look at us. We can't even upload a podcast on time. We got time for a goddamn MMO.
Didn't we play one for a while? Wasn't it Final Fantasy or something? Oh no, it was Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
But I don't know. After a while, it just kind of everything just turned into the same.
Yeah, I feel like they get
every
really
dungeon
boring.
felt like the same.
They get boring after a while. It's like unless you have a bunch of friends that are super dedicated to it, it just it just gets boring. I don't understand.
Yeah, like if you have like a group of people who want to do raids and shit, like I'm sure it's fun.
Yeah.
But grinding was fun for a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like I miss because I feel like back when I was younger, I used to grind the shit out of RuneScape every day.
Oh yeah.
And that kind of like brought back that nostalgia of like grinding levels and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, after a while, it's just kind of like turn off my brain and just go.
Yeah.
I'm not. It literally feels like I'm just a potato, just like sitting there, just doing nothing.
I feel like when at least when I play an MMO, I'm so aware of the time that I'm wasting that it hurts,
Yeah, I get that.
Like normally when I play like a battle royale or something like Apex, I'm so engaged and I'm having so much fun that the hours that go by, it's not very prevalent to me.
Yeah, you don't like think, oh God, I'm wasting so much time. Like when you're doing an MMO, it's like, God damn it, dude. I'm spending so much time doing this when I could be doing something else.
Prevalent was not the right word there. Anyway, whatever. it's just not obvious when I'm playing a game like that. You know what I mean? But when I play an MMO, when I'm like mining for 3 hours straight, trying to get materials to like level up, it's not the same.
Yeah, I get that. I feel like the short multiplayer games are better when you are older and you have more shit to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then you can just pop on the game, pop out a few games and then move on.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you're doing an MMO or something like that, you have to, like, really sit down and immerse yourself and spend time on it and shit.
Yeah.
And
like
socialize. Ew. Who wants to do that?
The socialization and the story are some of the things I like about MMOs, because with an MMO, there's so much money that gets put into them that they can really make their world rich and huge. But at the same time, it's very gradual satisfaction, gratification.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it really all comes down to if you have a decent group of friends who want to grind with you, because then it's fun.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't turn into like wasting my life away sitting in a chair doing nothing for hours. Then it turns into a fun bonding time for your friends.
Yeah.
While also playing an MMO.
But I feel like when you're playing a game like Apex, you're actively playing together pretty much the entire time.
Uh-oh.
Whereas when you play an MMO,
there goes your mic.
There's a lot of time.
His mic's gone.
You might be talking to your...
I'll wait.
No.
I'll wait.
Fuck. Hello?
I'll keep it rolling.
Motherfucker. So sorry, everybody. I have a very terrible audio problem.
You are the king of audio issues, I'll tell you that much.
It's a curse. Basically...
It is.
For as long as I can remember, I've had insane audio issues. Whenever I stream, whenever I record, whenever I do anything, audio will just like stop working randomly, and then I'll have to figure out how to fix it. And by fixing it, I mean just turning things on and off again until it works again for some reason. There's no...
I can vouch for that because, I'm a producer, so I know a lot about audio, and a lot of your stuff doesn't make sense.
There's no rhyme or reason to any of it.
I mean, maybe if I was there, I might be able to find a specific problem, but I don't know. Your problem's probably some weird-ass, like, issue that is really complicated or something.
Yeah.
That's, like, technically simple to fix, but it's probably hard to figure out. Anyway, what were we talking about? I don't even remember.
We were talking about games. Well, I actually was continuing my tangent when it stopped.
Wait, what was your tangent?
I was just going on.
I actually forgot.
I was going on and on about how I feel about MMOs.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that. Okay, yeah. I mean, talking about MMOs. Wait, is that Hogwarts game an MMO or no?
I have no idea, but I feel like it's kind of unethical to get it, but that's kind of a longer, deeper conversation.
What longer, deeper conversation?
Well, because of J.K. Rowling and her transphobic past and stuff like that.
But I mean, she doesn't have any like connections to this, does she? I mean, besides the fact that she wrote the book.
It's a Harry Potter game, so she's definitely getting royalties.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But you're also like supporting the developers and all the people that worked on it, so it's kind of like it's a strange discussion to have.
Yeah, I feel like that's more important to think about is, because I mean, what's giving J.K. Rowling more money really going to do? She's already loaded as fuck.
I guess you're right. It's like the principle of it.
Well, when you get, I get that. But when you get that rich, it's just like, what's more money going to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And plus, it's just a game which I don't even personally think the game looks that good. It is kind of looks like what everyone has always wanted a Harry Potter game to be. A really heavy role-playing type game.
Yeah.
But I just don't think it's going to land. I don't know. It just, maybe it will. Maybe it'll feel like the old Harry Potter games.
Yeah. I feel like it's probably fine to play it, but it's like a gray area to stream it and talk about it, and like giving props to the Harry Potter world nowadays is kind of strange, even though I did talk about the Harry Potter movies and I talked about how I like them a lot and stuff like that. And this...
Wait, what was your favorite movie? I didn't watch it because, it was fucking long as hell.
My favorite is either between the last one or Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay, good. Prisoner of Azkaban's my favorite.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And the last one, yeah, I'd say, yeah. I don't know. No, yeah.
It's just so satisfying. The last movie.
Yeah, the last one is really fun. Like after thinking about everything that happens, like I'm like, okay, that's a close.
It has the really iconic Snape scene and everything. It's just
it makes you realize that he's the only character in the entire show that matters now.
It's really well done. I like it a lot. It's funny because the same guy made the Fantastic Beasts movies, and they're all super mid to really bad.
Really, I haven't seen any of them because I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I love wizards and like that whole fantasy element.
Yeah.
And I love Harry Potter movies, but I just didn't care enough to go that deep and watch. I don't know. I feel like any spinoff of any movie series where they're just milking money is just like, it's probably not going to be that good. Why should I care?
That's a good point. Most of the time, movies and games like that aren't good. When they're just spin-offs of other things.
It's like every time you get a show or like a movie off of a show or a show off of a movie, etc., it's always mid.
However, it's not always the case. The new the House of the Dragon show, the Game of Thrones spin-off, I know it's based on a different book. I think it's Fire and Blood or something by George.
I've heard that was good. I've never watched Game of Thrones though, but I've heard it was good.
Which is really weird because Game of Thrones started as one of the best shows ever made and then ended as one of the worst, and then it has a new spin-off that's pretty decent so far. So it's just weird. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. It is, really telling how an ending can completely ruin an entire show.
Yeah. I still recommend the first 4 seasons to people. Whenever they talk about it, I'm like, it's still worth watching,
From what I hear, though, okay, this is obviously just an outside perspective. I haven't watched it. It seems like a who's gonna die next show.
Yeah, just to a certain extent, it is kind of like that. But that's part of the fun,
Yeah, I guess it's true. Because one show that I hate that concept because of The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah.
Because it's just annoying.
Yeah.
It's just so stupid.
It got really...
Oh, who's going to die next?
It got dumb after a while, but I think The Walking Dead was pretty solid in the beginning.
The first season was great. That's why it pissed me off. Like, I thought the first season was really good.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I feel like that's always how zombie movies are. Or I wouldn't say zombie movies, but I'd say like any show, I guess. Show, movie, whatever. But where it starts out, where it's kind of like you're going with the characters and you're figuring everything out and everything's kind of like a mystery. And then when it's more about hiding from the zombies and not dying from the zombies. And then later on it starts turning into, oh, there's these people who are bad. Now we have to worry about people. And I'm like, I don't care. I want zombies.
It's so annoying. There's a really good video on YouTube about the downward spiral of The Walking Dead. It's basically just like the same season over and over and over again, after a certain point.
Yeah.
Like the same exact story beats happen every single season. Like with different characters and different events, but the same exact thing happens every time. So it's almost like funny. You can 100% accurately predict what's going to happen based on what you've seen before.
Before we move on from Gamescom, what do you think of that new Lies of P?
Oh, it looks so cool.
Okay, I no joke, after the first screen, I was like, Bloodborne remake?
I know.
Like, what the fuck is? I was like, Bloodborne sequel? What the fuck? No! But honestly, it looks pretty fucking cool, and it has to do with Pinocchio, which is interesting.
Oh my god. It happened again! No!
Another mic problem. Okay, moving on. We were talking about Pinocchio. before his mic got blown up again.
I feel like I should just use my camera audio.
just use like, no, you should just like have your webcam microphone on the side.
Oh my god.
The entire time it's just loud, distorted shit.
It's so bad. Fuck me.
But yeah, that game looks cool.
Yeah.
The Souls like Pinocchio game.
Yeah, it totally has Bloodborne vibes.
Edgy Pinocchio.
I'm super excited. It looks sick. And then there's Sonic Frontier.
Oh yeah.
I bet yours.
My son thought it was epic. He was so excited.
Is he really excited for it?
He's literally obsessed with, like, I'm not joking, everything in his life is about Sonic right now. Like, because we started I got him like a scooter for his birthday, and he's been riding it to school, and I've been riding my skateboard with him.
Yeah.
And every time he's like, watch me go fast like Sonic. And just roll with it. It's so funny.
Watch me go fast. I want to go fast.
No joke, because we put him in soccer, and I had to teach him how to run correctly, because he started running like Sonic, where he puts his arms behind, starts running like Naruto. And I literally had to sit him down to explain to him, no, Ezra, it doesn't make you faster. No, but that's what Sonic does. It makes him really fast.
But yeah, are you excited for it? Sonic Frontiers?
For the Sonic game? I don't know if I'll play it, but it looks pretty cool.
You better stream it for your son.
Dude, like, to be fair, I'll probably play the shit out of it, because Ezra's going to want to play it, and then it's going to be a hard part, and then he's going to be like, Dad, please help me, and then I have to play the whole game, basically. He actually beat, oh my god, what was it? Super Mario 3D World by himself.
Oh, really?
I mean, I helped him a little bit, but you don't have to get a lot of stars in order to get to the final area.
He's turning into an epic gamer?
Yeah.
Like his dad?
He is an epic gamer, yeah. I mean, he'll never catch up to me. My game skills are so far beyond.
I mean, he can try, but good luck.
Yeah. Come on. You really think my son's going to beat me at games? Every time we play a game and I'm against him, I always make sure to destroy him at the game. Just to make sure he knows his place.
You trash talk.
I don't want him to get overconfident.
You
get shit on, kid.
You teabag him.
Dad, stop. Yeah. Get fucked.
You suck.
God.
Get good, little loser.
Just kick the table over. Get fucked, kid.
Oh my god. The game that I'm the most excited for is the Callisto Protocol. It looks sick.
Wait, I was about to... Let me go find where that was at.
It's like Dead Space.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was. All right. Because I remember the title. I was like, okay, I remember that I liked that.
Yeah.
I remember the title. I was like, this looks cool. But I forgot what it was called. That one looks awesome.
Yes, I'm excited.
And they have a new, Outlast game, I think? It was Outlast, but it, wasn't, a regular Outlast game.
Okay.
But I forgot what it was called.
I'm most excited for the flight simulator game.
The flight simulator game. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, no joke.
It's literally called Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Dude, have you ever tried that shit?
Is it fun?
Okay, I wouldn't say it's fun, but if you're interested, it is literally professional pilots use it.
That's cool.
Because it's so well simulated for flight and stuff. For a while there, when I got into simulating games, I started, sim racing and stuff like that, I considered getting one of those sticks for flying and trying out Flight Simulator, but I never did.
That'd be actually really fun. I wonder if they have the entire Earth rendered in that game somehow, so you could fly and see everything. That'd be so sick. I doubt it though.
I don't know if it's the whole Earth, but they do have location to location, and it is perfectly accurate to what it is.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I've always wanted to try it, but I want to get I don't want to try it on a fucking mouse and keyboard. I want to get a setup.
Yeah.
And try it.
Yeah, you want to get like one of those massive gamer chairs, like the Scorpion ones that goes all the way around.
Just that leans you back, and there's like 5 monitors with it. Yeah.
It like rumbles and shit when you take off.
Yeah, it like moves around and shit.
There's fans to simulate like the wind and stuff. That'd be cool.
Did you think it was weird that Hideo Kojima... Wait, you didn't know. I don't know if you knew.
What?
That he had an announcement, and his announcement was about a podcast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard that.
That was weird. Like, what? Like, Hideo Kojima, of all people. Like, we're thinking, oh, hell yeah, a new game, new Kojima game. Nope. He's doing a fucking podcast.
It's like the one thing that literally everybody else does.
Yeah, it's like, who the fuck? Dude, no one listens to us. We do a podcast, dude. They fucking suck, man. I hate podcasts.
If you could...
Except ours. Ours is great.
Yeah,
Listen to
ours is the best one. But if you mention any other creator, odds are they have a podcast somewhere, you know?
Or have been in a podcast.
Yeah. Every single creator that's anybody has a podcast. It's just the truth.
Even if you aren't anybody has a podcast.
Even people who aren't creators have podcasts. I feel like
yeah, like people are like by themselves to one listener, like and it's their mom, you know, like people just want to talk.
Today.
That's really all it is.
There's this guy in the commentary community. He has like a really tiny channel. He gets like 50 views a video or something. I just found him because he made like a hate video on me. And
oh, really?
And it's just so funny how passionate he is in his videos about like trash talking all these different people. I know that I used to do the same shit, so I can't really talk, but it's just so funny. Like there's like 40 people watching him around the world like, hell yeah, man. Take him down.
Yeah. Yeah. it is, I don't know. It's like somewhat, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Not really nostalgic, but almost flattering in a way. When you get hate videos made on you.
Yeah.
When we used to be the people to make hate videos on people.
Yeah, for sure.
And now that we're like doing, you know, other content that isn't about that, then now people are making hate videos on us. It's like, oh, now I know how it feels. It's kind of cool.
I don't know. People have been making hate videos on me forever, but
I mean, yeah, true.
It's just like
same.
I don't know. It is weird though, because if I was a nobody, people wouldn't talk about me in videos, so I must be doing something right.
Yeah, see, that's how I see it. It's like, oh, we've moved beyond the needing other people's clout to grow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like back then, that's kind of how it was. You know, you basically use the name of a bigger content creator.
Yeah.
In order to get, you know, more views.
Yeah. It's so funny too, because like I uploaded basically my first like commentary-ish type video in the last like 3 years today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's still about a movie, but it's basically Logan Paul put out a bunch of tweets about Jordan Peele's Nope, that movie, the movie Nope. He had like a really bad take on it.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I just made a video on it, just like goofing on him. But yeah, it's just funny like talking about commentary because I'm like, I just happened to make a video that's kind of in that same vein today.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, on my, you know, live stream YouTube channel, that's basically what I do. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We technically still do the same thing to an extent occasionally.
It is technically still commentary when you like talk about a movie.
Well, I mean, what is commentary except, you know, just talking?
Yeah.
You know, talking about a thing.
Yeah.
Or someone. That's basically all it is. By the way, is Nope good? I haven't seen it yet.
Yes. It's not like a typical good movie. You know, it's not like beginning, middle, end, like there's a climax, oh my god, and like I mean, it does have story beats, but it's so ambiguous with its structure that it can be kind of confusing, but when you think about it,
I like that.
Yeah, it's a challenging movie.
I always lean toward, I don't know why. I guess because it makes you think more.
Yeah.
When a movie or a show is kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
But if you like really start thinking about it, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what it is?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's not as deep or like crazy like as a Charlie Kaufman movie, for example, but it's still like, it's really good. I liked it a lot. It has some really cool themes. It's and the best part is like the main basic theme of the movie is it's like it's talking about how people will rush towards a spectacle and try to benefit off of it. You know, like even if it's a bad idea, it doesn't matter. People are just like brainless. The best part being, Logan Paul didn't understand this, you know, like he didn't really understand the movie. He didn't understand the themes really. So he made this massive Twitter thread. Basically, it's like a massive self-report. It's so funny. But it's the funny part is it's coming from Logan Paul, the same guy who made that Suicide Forest vlog, which is basically what this movie is like a commentary of, you know?
Yeah.
It's ironic.
Is it like, you know, chasing clout? Is that kind of what the movie's satirizing?
Yeah, there's literally a character who like this reporter who rushes towards the scene on a bike, like this huge alien. He's like rushing towards it to try and get a recording of it, and you never see his face. He has like a helmet on, and it's just like a big mirror, and it's supposed to be symbolic. He's like a self-reflection of like people like Logan Paul, you know, like a bunch of. Uh-oh. He basically represents like TikTok
unplug and replug.
Fuck.
As you were saying.
Okay. I'm so sorry, whoever's editing this. That character is basically a reflection of like TikTok kids or like Vine, like do it for the Vine, you know, like those type of people, social media influencers that will go out of their way to, you know, even put themselves in harm's way to get attention and try to exploit a spectacle for their own benefit, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just really ironic and funny that Logan Paul, of all people, decided to rant about it on Twitter. So.
And didn't get the point of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. He doesn't really think deep about like things like that or think beyond the surface level of something like that.
His brain is kind of mush from the boxing, I guess. I don't know.
Could be. I mean, honestly, like that does happen.
I feel like if my mic cuts out one more time, then we should just end it. But
just end it. It's going to be like The Sopranos are going to end mid-sentence. You're just going to be in the middle of talking and just boom, podcast is over. I think I mentioned this earlier. I wanted to, because I thought of this topic idea on, I think I was watching another podcast and they were talking about it. And I thought since you smoke the stanky danky and I do, I wanted to ask what was your and my worst experience smoking
weed.
Weed.
This is good. Okay, so my worst experience was actually smoking spice. It kind of fucked up my life. But if you specifically want weed, I have a...
Well, wait. Spice, do you mean like K2?
I'm not sure.
I'm
not sure exactly what it was, but it was like... It was legal.
Because actually that... Yeah. Okay. So that's exactly what mine is too. Okay. You tell yours.
Wait, what?
I'll tell mine. Yeah. Yeah. My terrible experience is with spice.
No way. Really?
Yeah. I'm serious.
They must put something in it that like really fucks you up or something.
Dude, the fact that it was legal is fucking insane.
Yeah. And the funny part is I wouldn't have even smoked it, but the person that we normally bought from back in New Hampshire when I lived there, he wasn't available. Either that or he didn't have any, so we couldn't buy any. So we were like, whatever, let's just see how this stuff is, you know? Like, it's probably kind of similar. So we end up smoking it, and at first it's kind of like weed, you know? Like, you're like, okay, I'm kind of feeling it. Not bad. It feels like weed right now. And then an hour goes by, and I'm driving home, and it feels like I'm driving my car in third person. Like I'm hovering above the car, driving it.
Out of body experience.
Yeah, it's so freaky. I've never been so high in my life. And I'm pretty sure I was like swerving all over the road. Thank God I was so late and nobody was out, but I was so fucked up, and it didn't even really hit me until I was like halfway to my house, you know? So I finally get to my house and I like stumble up to bed, like trying to avoid my parents. And I'm like, okay, this is really fucked up. I feel like I'm in space right now. Like it felt like the world was turning like super fast almost. And it was almost nauseating. So I tried to go to bed, and I woke up in the middle of the night and I looked up and my ceiling was gone. And I was like looking out into space basically. And then
oh my God.
I was like honestly terrified because I thought I would be like this forever. And then the next day finally came and I woke up and I was still fucking high. I was like, but it was not as extreme as it was before.
Yeah, it wasn't as aggressive.
Yeah, but I still felt it, and it was so terrifying. And I was like, am I honestly like fucked up now? Like my brain is mush?
Just for good, yeah.
And honestly, ever since that moment, I've had like I've had issues with like reality. What is that?
Derealization.
Yes.
God damn it. Okay.
Yeah, I was suffering from derealization. And I was suffering for a long time, like years. And I think it was just because of that
Holy shit.
Yeah, it went away eventually, but it was awful. Like I would just be walking around and I would feel like life wasn't my own for some reason. Like it was just really creepy. And anyway.
So my experience is actually the symptoms you described are very similar.
Okay.
But I don't think the reason it wasn't as bad as yours is probably because it was my first time smoking weed. So I didn't, I wasn't used to smoking.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't like huff a decent amount or, hold it in or I didn't, know all that shit.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, my first time smoking was, I have very bad friends. My friends are fucking terrible. They all, cause I've always wanted to smoke weed, and I'm the kind of person that, as long as you don't abuse any drug, like I feel like you should try everything.
Yeah.
I mean, to an extent, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm not saying go run and try meth, but, anyway, my friends all peer pressured me. In a way, I obviously wanted to smoke weed at some point. Like, oh yeah, come on, try it.
Yeah.
Like smoke weed. I'm like, oh, okay. Didn't know it was spice. I knew that it was called K2 where I live. Yeah, all my friends were smoking it. So I was like, okay, whatever. I'll do it. And I smoked like a very small amount.
Yeah.
And I don't feel anything. Like a few minutes pass by. And I look at my friends and they're all like, cheesing like hell and, laughing like crazy. And I was just like confused. I was like, okay, like I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I just get like a piercing headache. and then like my entire body, like it felt like, like cold water, like dripping all down my body.
Yeah.
And then like the spins, what you were talking about.
Yeah.
That's like what happened to me, but it was weird. It was like everything. It was glitching. Mm-hmm. Like you get the spins when you're drunk.
Yeah.
It was like that, but it's like stopped and went back.
Yeah.
It like spun a little bit, stopped and went and kept doing that. Like everything was glitching, and I literally was like frozen. Like I physically couldn't move because I was so nauseous and everything was spinning.
Oh my God.
And yeah, my friend drove to a car wash, I think. And yeah, I had to throw up. So I opened his door, I was so, out of my mind. I didn't really know where I was or what was happening. Yeah. And I slammed his door into like a concrete pole and left a huge dent in his car because I was just trying to open the door really quick to throw up.
What? Oh, damn.
So yeah, I dented his door and then threw up a bunch.
Oh, you got nauseous too, then.
Yeah, I threw up.
Yeah.
I threw up a lot. That was awful. But yeah, that I would say that was my worst experience, because I mean, really, you don't really have many terrible experiences with weed. I feel like if we're talking weed, there was one experience. It's funny, my parents are really bad at detecting if I was high.
Yeah.
Because what they did is when I wasn't high, they thought I was high. But when I was high, they didn't think I was high. Because I just have like natural, like when I'm tired, for example, my eyes would just get glossy and they get red. I just, like, ask Amy, like my eyes are always, like, I just get red eyes.
Yeah.
There's one time, I literally barely smoked anything. Like, it was just like a little puff. And then I get a call from my mom. Hey, I want to go eat at a Chinese restaurant. You want to come with? Sure. Didn't know the whole family was going to be there. And I go there, and it was just the most anxiety-inducing moment for me being high, because I walk in there, my mom looks at me, and she just goes, I'm so disappointed in you. And then everyone is just staring at me. Like, they're just like they're gasping, staring at me. And I'm just like so confused, because I'm like, what's wrong? Because I wasn't even that high.
Yeah.
And I start eating, and I literally, to be fair, it could just be anxiety, but I felt like everyone at the table was just staring at me. Like, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, I was literally panicking, because I'm like, do I look high? Like, why is everyone, like, there's no way I look that high.
Yeah.
And then, I looked in the mirror later. My eyes were just bloodshot red.
Oh my God.
And I don't know why. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I was so, God. Yeah, that moment was just like, I think it was mostly just pure anxiety in that.
But that's not really uncommon for me. I get anxiety a lot when I smoke weed. I haven't smoked in a long time.
True.
I haven't smoked in a long time because more recently anyway, I've just been more and more paranoid when I smoke. I've tried different strains and sometimes it helps, but I've been kind of like, I haven't been nearly as active with marijuana as I used to be.
Actually, what I do now is I normally just smoke when I sleep.
Yeah.
That's because it just helps me sleep most of the time. So, like, pretty much after 8 or 9 o'clock, where I'm certain no one's gonna show up.
Yeah.
Because I'm like that too now. If I smoke weed during the day, I don't know who's gonna show up at my house, because like my family, Amy's family, they kind of just pop up whenever. So like if I was smoking during the day, I'd be anxiety ridden.
Yeah.
But that's why I always save it for like way past then, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. When I was still actively smoking, that's what I did too. I mostly just smoked at nighttime to like relax and go to bed. I feel like that's like the best thing it's used for. When I was younger, I used it all the time to party and have fun and stuff, and it gave me the giggles and stuff. It doesn't really do that anymore. But my worst experience with weed, I think, was the first time I ever hit a bong. Like, I hit it way too hard, and it was like a massive bong, and I thought they were all this big, and I had a bunch of friends around, and I wasn't really familiar with bongs at the time, and I thought they were all just like really big, I had no idea that they came in all sorts of sizes, and they were like, oh hell yeah, dude, hit the shit out of that, and I was like, fuck yeah. So I get it out, and I really roast it, I really roast it.
Oh God.
Like, I held the lighter in there way too long. and I like sucked it all up, and I was like, fuck yeah, let's go. And I only hit it once, and I was like, how bad could it be? I hit it once, and so like I was good for like 10 minutes, and then all of a sudden my body felt like molasses, and I like lay my body splats on the couch, and the entire world starts moving at like a snail's pace, and I feel like I have like a boulder on top of me. I can't move, and I'm just stuck there. And
the weed coma.
Yeah, basically weed coma. And it was fucking
those are the worst.
Miserable. It was miserable. I couldn't move a
being
muscle.
too high is awful.
Yeah, and it lasted forever. It was honestly, it felt like I was paralyzed, but I was still like active in my mind, and I just couldn't do anything about it. I was just like stuck there. It sucked.
Yeah, bongs. Oh my god, like ice bongs too. Ice bongs, I feel like are the worst because you can't tell how much you're smoking. Would you be right before we go? Would you be willing to do worst experience with drugs in general? You want to go that far or no?
I mean, sure. But I've already said it. Okay. I've already told you.
Oh wait, do you not have you not done much of anything else?
Not really. I'm not like super experienced with a bunch of shit. Like I've done pills and I've done weed and spice. I haven't done anything crazy, honestly. Just like a shit ton of weed.
Not even like a hallucinogen or anything?
No, I never did that.
That is surprising.
Yeah.
For your brand, that is really surprising.
I know. It's really weird. I honestly don't like it when I lose control of my mind completely, so they kind of scare the shit out of me.
That's exactly how Amy is. And I agree, that's smart.
Yeah.
Like because having bad trips are not fun. Like for example, cuz I've done acid twice, shrooms once.
Yeah.
And 2 times I've done acid were first time wasn't that bad, but the problem is we were in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
And at night. Mm-hmm. And oh my god, like once you actually let a fear like pierce your brain, mm-hmm. then it shit just hits the fan.
Yeah.
Like it's so weird how it just can flip on a dime because like you get like I was having like just a really good time, nothing that crazy, just you know. And people talk about like seeing gods and shit.
Yeah.
No, I didn't really see anything like that. But my friend, again, I have bad friends. My friend, he is the only one who didn't get to trip because he didn't have like money to get it at the time. And so he decided to ruin our time and made a story. He did this a lot where he made up these scary situations, like say if we were high or you know, basically tried to freak us out. He did this thing where he ran out in the woods, which was already a little bit freaky because in my mind when I'm tripping, like the fire, like the light, the circle of light that the fire makes, I thought if I walked past that light I would just die. So anyway, he came running back. No, he literally had tears running down his face. He committed to the bit. He had tears running down his face and said that he saw someone in the woods.
Oh God.
And the rest of the night we were just fucking panicking. And that was an awful experience.
Yeah.
The next experience was only awful because I decided to do I didn't decide to do it. My friends pressured me to do it.
Yeah. When
I had to work at 2 jobs.
Oh my God.
The next day. Because I was working 3 jobs at the time.
Yeah.
And they decided to rent a motel room. Yes. They actually did that.
Oh man.
And he's like, well, you know, we have 3, and they basically, you know, pushed me to do it. And my friend promised me that he'd pick me up the next day to take me to work. He didn't show up while I was like because the next day I was like half tripping, half not. I called him 1,000 times. I didn't have a ride. I couldn't call my parents because I was on acid. Yeah. And so I was literally just panicking. So I had to call both of my jobs and tell them I was sick. They obviously could tell I was lying.
Yeah.
And they both got very mad at me. So I was just like, that was just a dumb situation and a bad experience altogether.
I mean, to be fair, I'm just a really terrible employee in general without drugs involved. Like, really? One time I worked at Sears and I worked there for like a week, and then I decided I hated it, so I stopped showing up and I went to the beach when I had a shift. So, because my friends were like, hey,
dude,
we should go to the beach.
I've had so many jobs. To be fair, I've gotten fired from Hardee's.
You were fired from Hardee's?
Yeah, I was fired from Hardee's when I was 15 because they legitimately they just didn't want me there because my sister worked there for many years and they hired me as a favor because I was like an underage person. And I worked there for like 2 weeks and they fired me. Pizza Man. And the reason they fired me was a misunderstanding because I said I was in the marching band I was also in football. I was in football and I was in the marching band. And there was a football game and I was supposed to be in the halftime show with the marching band.
Yeah.
And I told them, hey, I have a football game I have to go to. Is there any way we could reschedule? And they just said, no, we'll just take you off the schedule. And I thought when she said that, they were just going to find someone. 2 weeks passed by, and I was never on the schedule again. And I called her. I was like, hey, when are you going to put me back on the schedule? She's like, oh, you're fired. Why? Oh, because you would rather go watch a football game than come to work. I'm like, no, bitch. I had shit to do. I literally had to play in the game and play in the band, bitch.
Oh, my God.
So they fired me because of that.
Wow.
And then the last one, okay, sorry, I keep rambling, but the last one they fired me for no reason. And he literally knew that Amy just got pregnant. He knew my wife just got pregnant. So he is an asshole. So there's this loophole that he fired me for. I actually, because it's like a customer service job where your work ethic is shown on a literal like screen.
Yeah.
You know, like I was like number 2. I was like the second highest producer of, you know, customers and shit.
Yeah.
I was like, they actually were going to promote me, supposedly. But they fired me because I was listening to music. Because technically, in the rule book, you're not allowed to listen to music. Even though everyone in the building listens to music.
Damn, what the fuck?
Yeah. He hated me. I don't know why he hated me. No joke. The HR person, when she took me to go get fired, she was crying.
Oh my God.
Because she felt so bad that I was getting fired.
Damn.
It was crazy. I was so, like, when I went in there, I actually thought I was getting a promotion, but instead I got fired.
Wow. I was fired once. I've worked like 7 jobs and I've only been fired once. And it was the job prior to me finally becoming a YouTuber. And it was not for any reason other than I just suck.
Is that what they said? Quote?
No, I was literally just terrible at the job.
Oh yeah.
It was an SEO like link building job. Basically, we reach out to companies and we ask them if they will pay us to like put links to their website on other random websites to like boost their SEO on Google. And I was just really bad at that, and they fired me. and Sarah was working and I wasn't working, and so I was like scrambling to make the YouTube thing work. You know, I was getting like,
dude, same. What the fuck? Yeah, I had no job and Amy was working.
Yeah,
and I was literally at home just like spamming videos to try to like make it. And I even gave her like an ultimatum in a way. I said, if I don't make it, I think it was like past 10,000 subscribers or something, by like 6 months into her pregnancy, then I'll just stop trying YouTube and like get 2 or 3 jobs and just work.
Yeah.
But yeah, luckily I made that threshold.
Dude, when Sarah was working at her, I think she was working at a coffee place. Yeah. She was busting her ass and making pretty good money. And I was just pumping out like 2 gaming videos a day. I was like grinding nonstop. I was like, I'm going to make this work. I'll be the next Jacksepticeye guy. I swear to God.
Dude, I did a gaming channel too. I did a gaming channel with my IRL friend Justin for a little while.
Yeah.
It was actually that's where wait, yeah. Is that where the Hot Wet Soup skit came from? Because our name was Soup Squad.
Oh, really? Maybe that's where it came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's where I made that skit.
Oh, okay.
But you can't find the channel. I actually can't even find the videos. I don't even know where they are.
Yeah.
But
I've deleted pretty much all of my gaming content from back then, but they're all really terrible. Like I think some of my Bloodborne playthroughs are still up just because it's like nostalgic. But they were really, really, really bad. And I thought I was like the funniest guy ever, but I rewatched them a couple of years ago, and it's like surprising that I thought they were entertaining in any way, to be honest.
I mean, that's really how it is, though.
Yeah.
You know, like when you look back, like when you're starting out, you're like, God, why was I so fucking stupid?
Yeah. And thank God.
Your shit is terrible.
Thank God we started talking shit about people, because if we didn't.
God. Oh, no.
Who knows where we would be right now if we didn't start talking shit about other...
If we didn't start leeching off of other YouTubers, man. Oh, boy. We'd be fucked.
It's kind of a miracle that we're still around and kicking in the YouTube scene.
God, I know. How many years is it? Because we knew each other at like what? How many subs? 100? Something like that?
Yeah.
Because I think you had less subscribers than me when we first met.
I did, yeah. I had, I think I had like, it was like 800 or something.
And then I had a few thousand or something.
Yeah. And I joined that Skype group, and big old Pyrocynical was in there. I was like, oh my God, a big YouTuber.
God, I remember when I geeked out.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Because now you know, like you're at that level of people who you used to geek out about, and plus like you know that all these people aren't like, you know, like they're just people now. But I remember when I saw Pyro's name in the Skype call, I'm like, that's not him.
I know.
I'm not in a Skype chat with him. I mean, come on.
It's just weird because he was just like a celebrity back then, basically.
Yeah, because that was fucking MLG peak right there. The what do you call it? Montage. Yeah. Gaming montages or whatever.
It was just crazy, like being in a chat room with YouTubers that had no. There was no reason for me to be in that Skype chat. You know, like I was no one.
I mean, same. Like we owe a lot to those guys because I mean,
to Colossal.
I mean, it's
right.
Yeah, true. Colossal helped us out a lot.
Yeah.
But it is. I don't know. I feel like even if actually no, probably not. I was about to say even if we didn't find a group, we would do okay. No, I think we wouldn't have gotten far.
Yeah, who knows?
If we didn't find a group.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it's one of those things you never know.
Yeah. It definitely helped, that's for sure. We got like collaborations out of it and everything.
Everybody was helping everybody, and Hot Wet Soup and that shit. It was fun.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's probably going to do it for this episode because my fucking mic is annoying. I'm going to try and get that sorted for next time. Maybe I'll just record audio on like a laptop and then just like fuck this computer that I'm using and see if that works.
So look at your drives. Maybe you need to update like an audio driver. Just like, you know, search for your whatever updates, your Windows updates and shit. See if you need to do something. Did it just happen?
It literally just happened again.
God damn.
Unbelievable. So
well, at least it was right where we ended though.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Before it kicks me again.
Hurry before it goes again.
Lift off quick.
Leave now.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.